Hello, investors. Welcome to the channel where I use technical analysis to find possible swing trades. Today, we're taking a look at IBM Corporation, ticker symbol IBM. This is a very well-known company, been around for a long time. It is essentially a dinosaur in the computer industry. They are at the moment classified in the IT services industry, and I think this company is well known enough that it needs little introduction. It is a large cap company with a market cap just under $135 billion. And here we have IBM's annual chart, and you will see it is well above all the moving averages. So in case you haven't guessed, this is a possible shorting opportunity. And if you take a look here, you'll see it is very close to the 52-week high, dangerously close, in my opinion. And we'll get to some more facts on that in a moment. And we have the RSI here is edging into the overbought zone. The stochastics are both overbought and have begun to turn down again. The volume chart, surprisingly here, shows no increase or decrease in volume. This is, if anything, slightly below average volume, but it's pretty steady. So why then do we have this increase in share price? And I'll mark it here on the chart so you can see the same date here as of the 17th. We started having green days. And if we go down here to the volume chart, you can see that the same date, there is no appreciable increase in volume. It just kind of coasts along. So we have essentially share price increase without a corresponding increase in volume to support that share price. So that adds another factor, making me think that the increase in share price is not a strong increase. And the MACD did just have a bullish cross last week, and can't say it's formed a peak and is falling yet, but it looks like it's going that way. The increase in these little pillars here is decreasing. I'm not sure if you can see things that small on your screen, but it does look like the rate of rise is slowing on the MACD. And if we go over to the fundamentals here, you can see that IBM is about what you'd expect. It has mild short interest, just over 3%. The institutional ownership is lower than what I'd expect at only 55%. The debt to equity ratio is high, saying it has more debt than 87% of other companies in their industry. That is a bit concerning. The PE ratio here is quite concerning. PE of 72.13, and that is greater than 87% of other companies in that industry. And I certainly would like to see that come down. I think that is definitely a factor to consider when you're looking at shorting a company. And the gross margin here is excellent. It is 54.64%, and it beats out 72% of other companies in the industry, which is good. That is solid. However, the operating margin here is only 3.09%, which does not leave a lot of room for error. Now, I do have to mention the operating margin is still above average. So even an operating margin of only about 3% is above average for that industry. So that tells me this industry must operate on extremely narrow margins. So this operating margin beats out 69% of other companies in the industry. And the return on equity is solid, beating out 77% of other companies in the industry. Of course, the return on equity is less than 10%. So again, that's not stellar. I think that says more about the industry than it does about IBM. And the growth rate is, again, a little concerning. It is less than 73% of other companies in the industry, but that is sort of what you expect from an old dinosaur like IBM. Now, one really concerning thing here is the dividend. Now, the dividend yield is outstanding at 4.49%. And that beats out 96% of other companies in the industry. However, the payout ratio is almost 300%. So this is absolutely not sustainable. So either IBM is going to have to generate a lot more cash flow, or they're going to have to issue more shares and dilute current shareholders to pay this dividend, or they're going to have to take out debt to pay the dividend. This is not a good scenario. And if we switch back over to the chart here, I can point out here the rise lately. There was a partnership with IBM and Salesforce where they are basically bandying about the AI buzzwords and saying they're going to work together to create more AI for business, which has helped fuel this rise in share price lately. Otherwise, there does not seem to be any significant fundamental factor that makes me think IBM shares should rise say 11% or so in the last 2 weeks. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. And remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I create these videos for information, education, and discussion. But if you get something out of the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe to help out the channel. If you enjoy this kind of content, please hit the bell notification to be alerted when new videos are posted. And if you'd like me to take a look at a particular company using the indicators I present here, just mention that in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I can. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and good luck with all your investments.